Hello and welcome to round 2 front 9 coverage here in Liberty, Missouri for the 43rd running of the Kansas City Wide Open Grip 6 sponsored. We are presented by Under Par, and we are BigBarri commentary bringing you all the action here at this wonderful Bad Rock Creek disc golf course, a fantastic public course that has incredible amenities, and the greens are just amazing. I've been very impressed.
Yeah, Liberty's been awesome too. Shut down the middle of their city for us. That was or their downtown area for us.
Had a very cool, awesome. like almost like Emporia block party type feel tonight. Good time.
Yeah, Gannon Buhr though. I mean, this guy is just absolutely. That's not 2 rounds of disc golf. That's one.
It is for everyone else.
Yeah, that's one
if
round.
They're playing
14 under par. We saw this the first round, obviously, hole 1, par 4, 575. The only thing that's different today is a little right to left cross. Going to be a favorable win for these guys who are going to try to get over. And then just throw it out a little wider if you want to land in that pocket short.
Very pretty hole, but it is the second easiest hole on the course. I like a nice par 4 that gets you going. And this is a good par 4. It just gets you onto the course.
Gannon tying his shoes. That was pretty fast, but I saw a hanger. I saw one hanging. Rewind that and check it out. He had a hanger.
Rocking the Colton Montgomery jersey today, showing some team support.
Love that. It's a nice looking jersey.
Don't think we're going to see anyone come close to 14 under, but he said that he could do it again yesterday in his post-round interview, but that's not what he's looking to do. That just was everything was going his way.
Doesn't flip it. He's going to be way, way left unless he catches those trees. Catch those trees.
That's just a long jump putt for him.
I think that's not a throw. That's a jumper from there?
I think he's jumping it.
Okay.
He just puts so much spin behind it.
Jump putt and out. Kyle Klein came really close in Austin. If he can just figure out that putt this weekend, he's going to be a contender.
It just
plenty of power to go over here, too, if he wants it. He wants it. He wants it. He gets it over. Oh, my goodness. Was that short, or was that looked like it had the stuff?
Yeah, it just got stalled out. Didn't quite have. I don't think he was trying to go for the full stuff. I think he was trying to go for the left side stuff.
Once it gets over and that crosswind drops down.
Paul, a fan favorite here, has won a lot of tournaments here in Kansas City. He's just won a lot of tournaments in the state of Kansas.
Oh, boy. Don't know what's in there, but I'm guessing not much if he's on the backside of that.
A 2-time world champion from Scottsdale, Arizona, Ricky Wysocki.
We have got a wonderful crowd here. I just can't say enough about the Kansas City disc golf scene. Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, we had 100 people show up for the practice round. I mean, that's an amazing turnout for any sort of an event, but for a practice round on a Tuesday morning, that's just incredible. And they've come out today once again, and it's going to be a great crowd all day long.
Kyle goes to the drop zone. Anything goes in the water off the tee. All you have to do is come right over here. Hope those trees help.
Don't
help. They don't help.
That is brutal. That shot looked really nice. Just a little bit too much pace behind it. And look at this little break for Paul. He's got a wide open look.
That's tough. Doesn't turn it over. Catches some stuff. Got to roll. Still no good.
No, but makeable still. And this man is putting. Doesn't even jump putt.
Yeah, you said jump putt.
Oh, come on.
That's a putt.
You can't knock me down for that.
I mean, we have to dock some points off. Ricky.
He didn't even step putt. That's just standstill delivery.
See, that's the difference. That's a jump putt right there.
Let's talk about that. What's the difference between a putt and a jump putt?
Jumping. forward.
Just one word, okay. Noted. All right, Paul got a little bit of a break off the tee. Got a little bit of a break on the approach shot, and then gets a little break off the basket. He's in for birdie.
The putt is just a thing of beauty from right there. That is a scary putt. He is on the kind of the safe side of the bucket to where if that misses, he has a chance to stay in bounds.
He's got some room behind the basket for sure to play with. And Kyle's got this putt for the double, or for just the single bogey, excuse me. Don't think he's going to be going first, though. I think Gannon might be out on the backside. Gannon started off his round yesterday birdieing the first 6 holes en route to his course record 14 under.
So give me that. That's a nice little birdie.
Sure is. Round 1 came in at a 1095 rating.
Yeah, he beat the course record by 2 shots.
Course record by 2 shots is one thing, but beating the field by 6. Yeah. To me, beating the field by 6 is better than any course record you could ever get. If you beat the field by 2 strokes, you did something incredible. And every stroke above that is another level.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you remember the last time you shot the hot round in a Disc Golf Pro Tour event or Elite Series?
Yeah, I do.
Share with the class?
I think 51.
1951?
Yeah, 1951.
It's a long time ago.
I think we were just getting like American Airlines just like dropped their first airplane.
51, where did you shoot the 51? Give us some context. While we fly over hole 2, going up the hill, out of bounds left and right side, we're going to give Paul a second to think about this because I am curious.
Northwood Black, I think.
Ah, okay. In good old Peoria, USA. The home of Caterpillar Construction.
Actually, I was wrong. It was Delta.
Delta Airlines.
I think it was in Copenhagen. It was kind of a soft field, but I definitely shot the hot round there, which was last year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gannon Buhr goes forehand with summer breeze and gets up to the green. Paul also going forehand. That is quite nice.
Damn. That's a lot of power to get up there.
Yeah, I'm intimidated by the 360 up this much of a hill. It's that's a pump.
Turned over. Oh, yeah.
I love this.
Oh, baby.
Just sit right there. Yeah, nice mulch.
Oh, and you can put a little pressure on Paulie boy.
On the tailwind side as well. It's a nice place to be on an elevated basket.
Make it step on his disc on accident. 2 fingers on both hands up.
I think it's an automatic technical if you dunk on somebody and then you step over them. I see it happen all the time. I just, if I'm a ref, I'm teeing them up. But in disc golf, step on the guy's disc all day long.
Yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely, come on. Knock it down. Yes, now. Step on it.
Oh, that was close.
Guy's a good sport, you know? Oh, maybe he goes back and does it again.
Oh, man. So Paul McBeth with a tricky little camera change angle there. Sees it, knocks it down.
On the stripe for Paul McBeth. Switch it up over here to Gannon on the other side of the bucket.
You know, McBeth has just been knocking on the door for the last, even going into last season, last couple of events.
Oh, yeah.
He's just been too close, too consistently for him to not eventually just get all the pieces to come together and take one down.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the most consistent right now without a win.
Without a win.
Yeah.
In the last year and a half, yeah.
They're tough to get out here.
No kidding. I mean, that
Shoot, I
time
had to go into the
Delta
memory
Airlines.
bank there. Yeah, way back to
You had to go across the
1951
world. You had to go to
find-
Copenhagen to find your
to
last.
find a hot route, much less a win.
That title definitely belonged to Matty O for the entire 2023 season. He was just there, and finally broke through with that just incredible win at the Maple Hill. But yeah, it's definitely McBeth being the GOAT that he is. He's not going to be happy with these second place finishes, even if Gannon is out here shooting course record. So it'd be interesting to see how he continues to put the pedal to the metal this weekend.
Hole 3, par 4, 605 up the gut, real tight angle off the tee to get to the landing zone. You want to get as high up there as you can onto the flat, and then it's just straight away to this green. You have those 2 telephone poles that are really kind of the test going up the hill, and then the out of bounds that surrounds it all. Big slope as well.
Gannon, this one's turned over a bit more than yesterday, pushes that line, but
Really
that's just
good.
fine. Would you rather be shorter down the hill once you get out the gap, or do you want to be higher up the hill?
Yeah, that's a good question because it all depends on what you're trying to throw for your second shot. If you want to go big hyzer, which I think should be the preferred play, especially today, you want to get higher up there.
So you can go around those
Yeah.
power lines or
But
power
the good
poles.
thing with Gannon is he has the power sidearm, so he can use that hill kind of to his advantage.
Ricky
And left is just fine.
following suit, going a little bit lower down the hill with his forehand. That should be just fine as well.
But I think this is a type of a technical shot that you don't care. You're trying to get it through, and I don't think you're aiming for short or long. I think you're aiming gap no matter what, knowing that you're going to get on that hillside somewhere.
Well, Kyle's unfortunately off the mark and will have to lay up to the top of the hill. Didn't give the card credit for their star frame on hole 2.
This looks like he's going big hyzer, which means these poles are going to come into play if he gets it early. And he likes it.
Yeah, sends it wide.
Yeah, see, he's in order to go wide right there, that is just taking on so much danger. I mean, he only landed inbounds by a yard.
Would you say that's 470 of power from where he was to go big hyzer?
No, I would say right around 430.
Okay.
This needs a lot of help.
Oh,
The
boy.
hillside can help you, and it does. So they were generous here in Kansas City, well, Liberty too. Let that grass stay thick up there.
Yeah. Well, it's good for discs that could potentially skip out of bounds, but not so great for discs that could potentially skip back inbounds. But it's fair either way. Gannon knows that, so he just plays lawn darts to the bullseye.
Look at the first 3. Said he could do 14 again.
I mean, if he even got close to it, it'd be one of the most impressive starts to a tournament I've ever seen.
Remember Portland last year? Was that last year?
Yeah, Gannon ended the tournament early. I think you're right. Yeah, Portland, his lead the first 2 rounds.
It was crazy. It was like 8 maybe or something.
It was over.
Crazy, yeah.
It was a 4-round tournament that was over in 2 rounds.
Looked good. Didn't get it up. So from this camera angle, it doesn't look like it, but that is pretty downhill. And if he misses, you could definitely go out of bounds.
Pretty good illustration here of that slope behind the basket. Ricky also giving it some respect, comes up short.
He had a better angle, though, kind of going up the hill, it looked like. No excuses for him. Bad putt.
Kyle does not suffer a bogey.
Good save, honestly.
Yep.
But that shows you, if you get up top, way easier of a shot. He was able to put that one pretty much in the bullseye almost.
Well, pars for the card, except for your leader, whose lead widens.
Who we got chasing him down, though? That's what I want to know.
Well, let's see
Looks
this
like
guy right
S,
here.
Big S. Big, strong S. Nice shirt. I like that purple.
Yeah, that's a nice color. What do you
Oh,
think was
skip
more
up there.
recent, your Copenhagen hot round or Ezra's last haircut?
Probably Cope. Good old Copes.
To the bullseye is Ezra's second shot. Really honing in that forehand. He's been playing some really good, solid disc golf this year. Another one of those players like Goose Gossage and Evan Smith, who are just those top-notch, like tier 2 players. You got like 8 guys who are in that tier 1. There's probably another 10 that are in that tier 2. They're just knocking on the door. To be fair, that tier 1 list might be closer to 12 to 15.
Yeah, it's pretty large.
Hole 4, par 4, 939 feet. Sounds like a lot, but the second shot is quite a bit downhill. The tee shot, you don't really have to get the disc bending to the right. In fact, if you overdo it, you could find yourself in the woods. But really just get yourself straight forward, about 375 to 400, and you'll set yourself up for a nice downhill shot that can be reached with mid-range or even fairway driver.
You gonna turn?
Oh, wow, that thing is beaten nicely. That was a soft hyzer release, it looked like, and just slow flip down the middle. Probably about 70 feet short of what he did yesterday as he crested the hill and just kind of matched the slope.
It's an opposite wind as yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's right to left today, which this is a typical play. It's been hyzering out.
And with that right to left, does that mean there's going to be a headwind on the second shot?
There's not much coming up from there.
Okay. You feel it going over the trees, but not through the tunnel.
Yeah. Maybe too far. No, that might be a mid-range. It might be okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. Thank you. Good spot.
This is a little bit scary unless it... Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, baby.
That ended up great.
Yep.
But that was in some danger early on. That has definitely reduced the second shot distance by a significant margin.
You just don't want to leave this one short.
Oh,
Hit those
boy.
mounds, and it's definitely a boo-boo.
Needs to get a bank... Needs a bank shot off the woods, and he does not. That's going to be deep in the woods. Tough to say what he'll have from there.
Yep. It's thick in there for sure. How do I know? Tried it out. Gave it a go.
What'd you think?
It was hard.
What would you
really
name it? How many stars would you give it? What's its Uber
Difficulty,
driver rating?
yeah, I'm tipping.
You're leaving a tip? All right.
Yeah, it was
All right.
tough.
All right.
Did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Speaking
at
of doing
this.
exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that can't get much better.
That is so... It's just a dart.
So he's just going to try to get them all again.
And got some boisterous fans out here today, man. No surprise.
Kyle, yeah, I like it.
Very nicely done. Kyle Klein. Up to the flat.
Guessing this is playing as a pretty easy hole, right?
It's barely under par, 0.09 under par, but yeah, a decent spread of birdies and some bogeys and doubles.
I mean, look in there.
Oh boy, that's a Uber 5-star rating for difficulty.
Yeah, he's like 4 feet in. That's it. Luckily, he's around pin high, so he could probably just putt it out.
What is he even looking at?
Low.
No!
Oh my goodness! What the?
Paul pulls out a birdie out of his hat like a magician. What the heck was that? How did you find a birdie from in there? Oh my goodness. Oh man, if he's even laughing about it, that just means it's even sillier
Give me
than
a different. How you stop
Where did
it.
the disc come from? Oh my gosh.
Wow. Great shot.
Just
Great.
add that to the highlight reel, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like the career one of putts coming from the woods.
I mean, that was 5 stars in there. Shot of the day so far. Ricky circles edge.
Yeah.
Answers.
Okay.
Until this gets within 5 shots, I think the storyline is who's going to take second, and these guys are battling.
No kidding.
Couple really great putts from just outside the circle on the stripe.
Not their best approaches, but it does not matter if you can send it in from the wood line. And we're just a short Gannon Buhr putt away from another star frame early on.
Taking his time.
No reason to rush yourself. He found the groove that I think we've been looking for him to find all year in round 1. And when he takes his time and he's not nervous about it, he's just going through his routine, calculating all the things around him, he becomes insanely dangerous. And, sometimes we do give him a little hard time for taking too much time. But
he's 18 under in his last 22 holes.
Ooh-wee. I'm a bit of an underdog guy. Like in sports, I like to pull for the underdog because the stories are fun to see them overcome the odds. But if I was a paying ticketed patron of this event, I would not be on second card. I would not be on third card. I'd be watching these guys because this is such a heavy hitter card and they are living up to the expectations right now. This has been an awesome start.
Yeah. And if you want to feel bad about yourself watching a guy go 18 to 22, if you want to feel good about yourself, I'd tee off at like 9-8.
Yeah. There's some earlier cards that you can watch.
See like, oh wow, these guys aren't
watch
that
them
good.
and then come watch these guys. Then you can see the duality.
No, don't do that. Definitely don't do that.
Oh,
that's not a birdie.
That shot looks really nice, just a little bit soft. So the disc was not unable to carry on that Anheuser through the gap.
Commentator curse right there. Got him. Maybe. He'll probably make it or something. Paul, gets the flip perfect.
Yeah,
that's plays far. It plays probably 380 to the top.
That's a shot 7 years ago only a handful of guys had.
Yeah.
And now it's a shot that you have to have on tour. Ricky, he gets knocked straight down. That's also in a really tough place.
Easy to play for par from down there. Almost impossible, birdie. I'm not going to say impossible. Seen some people get pretty creative.
We keep getting shown that impossible is nothing, like Kevin Durant said famously.
Walk it up, put it right there.
Or he said anything is possible. But either way, it's going to be really, really difficult for Gannon to continue this incredible streak. Through the first 22 holes of the tournament, he has only missed the greens in regulation once, meaning C2 or better.
How much power does this have? Lots. Wow.
It misses it. Paul, he's in C2. He is putting for birdie from a completely dead lie.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, not missing a green in regulation, and that's a recipe for just giving yourself infinite chances for birdies. And Ricky, look at this line. Oh. What? That is incredible.
They're not going to make those, are they?
I certainly hope not, but, And Paul's going for this line that you hate.
This.
Yuli hates this. This gets the certified seal of...
It's awful.
Of don't do this.
I've never seen it work. It's so inviting.
Uh-huh.
But it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, let's see if Kyle's going to try it. He's looking skyward.
It is higher than all the other ones. I like that about it. Yes.
Oh,
there we go.
Wow. Okay. So the misses try to go long. Try to hit behind the basket, stall backwards
See,
into
these guys
it.
are trying to just bring it in right on top. His kind of came backwards.
This would be amazing.
Good height.
Yeah, the height was great. This would also be insane. Yeah, great line, but a bit low between Paul and Gannon's putts we got to make.
This has got to go in.
Oh,
No,
man, I hate it.
That looked just not like his putt.
Unbalanced.
Yeah.
I think his foot maybe even like rotated on his release or something. It definitely didn't look like normal Ricky Wysocki.
Great birdie from Kyle.
That's huge, especially after the bogey on 1, losing strokes to the rest of the card, taking the birdie here and keeps him back in it. In fact, 3 of them are now tied at 10 under. 8, I repeat, 8 back of Gannon. That's not what a lead card looks like on round 2 early, but
And we got
here it
Rath
is.
on and
8-hold?
8-hold within
Sure.
7. So keeping it
The race for second place is a strong one. In fact, like you said, it's too early to say unless anyone gets within 5 strokes or so, but it is certainly something to look at because there's a lot that second place makes a lot of money. Hole 6 is a par 4, 658, a true dog leg. You have to get to a very specific distance off the tee, otherwise you really don't have much of a lane to get to the pin.
Love the concept of this hole.
What's it missing?
It's like a hula hoop you have to land in to actually have the correct shot in.
Is
There's
it
like 3 guardians on the left side and the right side.
on the second shot you're talking
On the
about?
second, this is a great tee shot. I love this design.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really like we saw Gannon do this yesterday and knock it up and down.
No, he birdied this
no,
one
he
yesterday.
did. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was somebody else.
Yeah, someone else threw a great shot and maybe didn't have that good of an approach.
But that's all right.
Maybe Joseph Anderson? Was it Joey Buckets?
Yeah. I
Either
think
way.
you're right.
These are a little short of the corner. That's going to force a very, very awkward hyzer flip, but more likely a forehand turnover for both Kyle and Paul. It looks like they're in like the same spot too.
This could be cresting.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, see, now that's almost a hula hoop, but even from there, it's awkward because of that one right there. I mean, look at this. Just leaning trees over there. Looks like he hit it.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
it's a
great,
great
yeah.
skip.
See, that's such an awkward shot. Imagine being a backhand player throwing a great shot, not having the forehand and landing there.
Having to do the same. Yeah, that is very tricky.
And I think you should have all the shots, of course.
They were literally in the same exact spot. That mark was on the ground right in front of Kyle's lie.
And he
So
just did it as well. Going. Oh, wow.
That's it. They're right next to each other on the green. They're playing the exact same hole right now. This is incredible. Well, they're playing the same hole,
Yeah.
obviously, but they're playing the same way on the same hole. Can you believe it? They're both playing hole 6 right now.
That's crazy.
This is right where we saw Ezra Robinson yesterday, and he got kind of lucky in this left side, and Ricky's looking to do the same, and he gets through everything.
Wow. That is some love right there. I mean, I like the hole because I like the sidearm flex. But somebody else,
Yeah,
I
right.
won't say who, landed right by me, and they were just cooked.
That one tree that kind of sticks out by itself in the middle of this left side looks like it's a pretty annoying guardian.
Ooh, kicks it. Might take 2 pars in a row.
Yes, but the greens and regulation continues because he is inside C2. Not that that matters for anything other than stats geeks. Man,
You liked it.
both good-looking misses on the last 2 putts. They were directly on the middle, but just a little high, a little low.
he were to have laid down there, maybe it would have done him.
Yeah, his knee putts are just too elevated. That's his problem. Well, we already said that they're going to play the same exact way in the same hole, so we knew Kyle was going to make his. And Ricky taps in his par. So Paul and Kyle jump up in that tie for second place at 11.
Gonna fly away. You can go. Gonna find a life like this where we belong.
Hole 7's a tricky par 3. Long, 420 feet, and tight. And it gets tighter the closer you get to the basket. Not only that, there's out of bounds that pinches in closer you get to the basket as well, with OB left and right. And the basket is surrounded by trees around the green. So even if you throw a great shot, there's a good chance you're going to have to straddle out to one side or have a tree directly in way of your putt. It's a very, very rewarding birdie to get, and Kyle will most likely not be getting one. A lot of hyzer on this one, and it is bending down the middle. Just kind of always knew it was going to hit that tree, but very pretty shot for Paul, and the reward is a guarantee par with a chance at an outside birdie.
Little hyzer out of the hand. He's just got to miss the middle ones. Those are the middle ones.
Yeah,
Favorable kick, really.
sure was. This is the first par of the round yesterday for Gannon.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. You take that.
100%. Technical approach coming for both Kyle and Ricky.
I
But-
think because of the flip point on this hole, you really want to take something understable. Push it down the left side and then have it late flip so it's kind of push fading to the left.
That's kind of what we saw with McBeth. It just didn't quite bend it over enough. I agree.
People who try to throw the flex, it really makes it tough. And then
Yeah.
even if you throw it good, you catch those ones on the right coming into the green.
That was a nice touch. Good accuracy from Rick. Kyle going turnover forehand to the biggest gap. That looks good.
Yeah, really good.
Catching a little squatch on the way by. I mean, you've already wowed us once, Ball. Why don't you do it again here? This one about 75, 80 feet.
Probably was in, honestly. Clunked it. The no
Gannon from
bend.
40. You know it.
Too easy.
Paul to save his par, and that's in. A good start for him. 4 down through 7. And even though Kyle did start off with a bogey, he's still doing pretty well at 3 under.
Yeah, really good. Has a chance to get to 5 on the front. If he gets the next couple, that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say, before the event started, if you had averaged 4 under a 9 for the entire event, I would have said that you would have definitely been in the running for winning
I
this
would
thing.
have said you would win.
Yeah.
And it still might be the case. If you just average 8 under, you'll just lose by like you got to think that second place is a win.
That's a win. That's a second win. There's going to be 2 winners this week if Gannon continues this. Now, if he slips up, then all of a sudden we got a fun race and there's just one winner. But for the time being,
He
it's
keeps picking to birdie the hole that nobody else gets.
yeah. So like he gets
nice.
Yeah, when he pars, they all kind of screw up in par 2, and then like they all par, and then he's like, oh wait, I'll just get this birdie now. It's not losing strokes when it matters. Got to get out the gap here to have any chance at this long birdie on the par 4.
Yeah, you gotta collectively like make an effort.
Ooh,
Great roll out, I think. Yes. You gotta make a concerted effort as a group to birdie all the holes that he birdies, so that somebody's always you're not getting away from us.
you guys are all just
as a
talking about
unit.
it. You're just like, all right, guys, who's gonna birdie hole 14?
That's a great side on there for Kyle. Landing zone on this one's power of about 350. You don't need much more. It's all about accuracy,
Needs a good-
duffing it in the hill and hoping you get
Yeah.
something out of it.
So Paul didn't quite get that, but he still has a chance. It's just gonna take a big second shot.
The people who get it way up there really take on that bent tree. And sometimes they even go over it
Oh,
or
Rick
through it.
gets away with a early release. And he's trying to teach himself how to play sideways
That's
volleyball.
not how. If he did that, it wouldn't do much if he used that form.
He's just swatting at a would-be attacker.
How far can Gannon throw? We're going to see. It's not going to flip. No. Whoa, this is actually really far
Yeah,
left. And there is
hold
out
on.
of bounds left, but he's fine.
Yeah, that's a fine shot from back there. Just plays into the bulky, safe part of the next part of the fairway. And yeah, it's a long pitch up, kind of a dream perhaps make.
Now, this is 450 of power, 500. It's everything he's got on that line, I think.
On top of having to go straight uphill in the run up.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all of the power that he could do on that angle. That's what it is.
I don't think he's holding anything back.
And neither is Paul. Leaves it out early.
He knows he just missed it on the left side, but good power there, good height as well. It's so hard to commit to that low line as you're trying to go just barely over a hill.
It's hard running up the hill and then getting anything from your legs.
Kyle with the best chance here. Decent landing zone off the tee. I like the height. I like the width. I like everything about it.
I don't like
Except
that.
that.
Yeah, that's a little bunker area that's going to be stretch out.
As much as he can stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough sub 20 footer coming for Kyle. Hey, Gannon wasn't running that, but he could. Or is that low? Is that branch in the way, or is that behind the basket?
No, he could run that. Yeah,
Okay.
he could definitely run it. Needs to hit something. Oh, if that gets behind that.
It could be real trouble. And look at this. Gannon doesn't get the tee shot off the way he'd like. And he's dodged bullets from Ricky and Paul. And now Kyle. See if he got the memo for the group.
Oh, no. I don't like it.
This is when it's really fun to be 6'6". I'll tell you that right now.
You're not doing nothing if you're 6'6" from there.
And unfortunately, Kyle missed the memo that the group needed to birdie hole 8. Paul not punished by his aggressive run, but neither is Gannon, who with a par doesn't lose any strokes to the lead card. But our chasers are playing some great disc golf out on the course right now. I just don't see I don't see Gannon missing that putt from where Kyle was, just with his ability to stretch out. Ezra, hole 10, big hyzer. We'll call it 39 feet.
Jumpies. No, Norm.
Wow, he normally likes the jump putt. I wonder if that's a new thing for him. He's traditionally been a player, or historically been a player that loves, if he's 32 feet 11 inches, he wants to jump it. Joey Bucket's out there doing work as well. He is 6 under. He's at 11 under. 6 under for the round, 11 under for the tournament.
Hole 9 piece of cake. Just throw it straight and low. Not too low.
Not too
Or in
high.
your disc. Just as straight as you can do it. Typically, people are doing sidearms on this one. Little baby flex. Make the gap as big as you possibly can. But you can fit a backhand through there.
Technical sub 300 foot par threes should be included on all the courses we play on tour. I love little additions like this. Little technical shots where you get yourself into a little bit of trouble if you get off the tee incorrectly, but heavily rewarded with shots like that.
And when you're playing really good, it plays easy. When you got it under control.
When you're a little nervous, this gap looks like it's a...
And these guys dialing it up pretty good.
I'm playing well. I don't even see the trees on this gap. When you're playing bad, it's the only thing you do see.
Yeah.
It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, you're already envisioning yourself in the woods, stretched out.
Oh, yeah.
Annie.
Wait, Paul, leave Kyle's play alone. Like, let him have his thing and you do your own, honestly.
Oh, no.
See?
Oh, no.
Rick's trying something new. But Rick has been off his line a few times.
Yeah.
He's playing really well in general. I mean, 3 under is not incredible. He's going to finish 3 under in the front 9. But, like, the shots where he's been off his lie, he ended up birdieing. Aside from maybe the drive on 5. He missed his putt on that one.
Kyle taking his time. 18 feet, dead center. Didn't think he was gonna.
Well, it doesn't seem to be second guessing his putt like he was in Austin.
No, those are center. I think he was just worried about it coming back to him, which is kind of a worry you want to have when you're hitting center.
Yeah, okay, I see.
All right, they kind of smoothed through that. I mean, Kyle was the only one with a lot of trouble just on hole 1. And after that, everybody's playing pretty good. Not a lot of red on that scorecard. We see Harry Chase, though, 7 under through 16.
Name to watch.
there. Yeah, he's a really good player.
Rookie out here first year on tour. He's a player that you said you love his game a lot.
Yeah.
Just needs to learn how to score, and it looks like he's scoring pretty well this weekend. Yeah, so, well, the rich get richer here on the front 9. Gannon Buhr widens his lead a little bit over the lead card, and we're going to go to the second half of the tournament now. Hopefully the second half of the tournament, because there is some weather coming in Sunday. We aren't even 100% sure that we are going to even have a final round due to the rain that is coming in. So the weather has been pretty tough on the tour so far this mid-season, or this early mid-season at least. So we'll see what happens with that. It could be something the players know about and try to make a push on this back 9 to secure at least a top 5 placement.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you know the deal. We're going to say it. You're going to do it, hopefully. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the back 9.
Watch your body and I feel that sunshine.